Te Akau very busy here at the trials at Taupo, and a really nice team of horses. Age of Discovery, terrific, cool and fast. Another really good winner, so too, Captured by Love. The horse that was getting Sam Bergerson pretty excited though was the Group 1 performer, Te Akau Racing.
Out wider is Marley Stein, followed by Te Akau Racing and Tomodachi.
Sam, some really nice horses at the trials here at Taupo today. Certainly want to just get the update on Te Akau Racing because the trial looked pretty good. What did you make of it?
Yeah, really pleased. Obviously, first trial back after a good break. She seems to be coming up really well. Opie give her the good tick of approval. Just a nice first trial back, and we can certainly look to build from that, and hopefully, you know, fingers crossed we can get her to that first Group 1 there at Ellerslie where she performs really well.
And obviously she's well performed at Group 1 level as well. Is she sharp enough for a 1400 metre?
Yeah, well that's the key, I suppose. We think she's probably better suited at the mile 2000, but she's performed well at 1400 at Ellerslie as well, obviously in lesser company. So look, she seems to be coming up really well. She's a bit stronger this year and got a good amount of condition on that we can work with, and you know, excited for her spring campaign.
Yeah, how many could you have in that 1400 metre Group 1 at Ellerslie?
Yeah, obviously the next few weeks are really key, and sort of, you know, who stands up and who we sort of back off a little bit. I suppose she's probably one of the top seeds along with Quintessa potentially. Captured by Love, she trialled really well there today as well, but she's quite well in at the handicap, so we may look to utilise that. We will just get through the next few weeks and another trial and go from there.
Okay, you spoke Captured by Love, that was a really nice trial. And will we see her at the trials again before race day?
Yeah, and another trial there again, potentially back here in the group enlisted. But yeah, really good to see her back on New Zealand soil and back performing like that. Obviously the autumn didn't go as well as we would have liked there in Australia, but you know, when she's on the top of her game, which we hopefully can get her back to, you know, she's a Group 1 performer, and hopefully we can see that this spring.
Okay, we'll go back to some of the early heats. Age of Discovery looked terrific. What did you make of that?
Yeah, really nice. Unfortunately, he had that setback in the spring leading into the 2000 Guineas, and you know, we tried to get him back for the autumn as a colt, and it didn't work out, so he's had the ultimate gear change, and we've given him a nice sort of prep into today. Second trial back, and yeah, Opie was really pleased. He really grabbed the bridle and wanted to be here, so good signs going forward into the spring.
Is he more tractable as a gelding?
Yeah, I think so, definitely. Yeah, he's, you know, doing everything really well at this stage. Obviously race day's a bit different. You know, hopefully we can get back to that early 3-year-old form of his. You know, he's a very talented individual on his day, and hopefully we can see that.
Okay, yeah, we saw Top Shelf race really well in the fourth heat.
Yeah, obviously lightly raced. She had a bit of a setback following the Dave and Karen Fillies Classic. We would have loved to get her to a New Zealand Oaks, but time's certainly been her friend. You know, second trial back, she'll take another good improvement from that again, and once we get up to sort of a mile and even 2000 plus, we think eventually, you know, you'll see the best of her. Keep the blinkers up our sleeve for race day as well, which should help. Okay,
you get you to the end of the day, to Bravery Born. Just wanted to get the update on him. His trial in the last, what'd you make of that?
Yeah, he'll take good improvement from that. Opie was happy enough with him, and hopefully, you know, we can get potentially another trial into him, and something like the Wanganui Guineas we think will really suit him. He's obviously won the first 2-year-old race at Wanganui that time last year, so we think it's a nice race on his radar, and then hopefully, you know, we can build into some nice targets from there as well. Okay,
in the prior heat you had a couple of runners there as well, and He Who Dares and Queen's Evidence. Your thoughts on those?
Yeah, Queen's Evidence, she'll probably trial again. Good first trial back though. Joe said she was really competitive, wanted to be there, which is a good sign going forward. And He Who Dares second trial, really nice. Opie was really pleased with him, very tractable and built nicely. He's pulled up really well. Could potentially see him in something like the Northland Breeders or back here for the Colts and Geldings race. So you know, 2 nice races for him, and then we can look to build from them.
Sam will pick the eyes out of them, but who's the one you're most excited about heading towards race day in the spring?
Oh, geez, that's a very good question. Really excited to see Captured by Love back in New Zealand. You know, she's a pretty special horse for me. You know, going down there and winning the 1000 Guineas was, you know, a massive thrill, and you know, she's you're not allowed to have favourites, but she's a bit of a favourite. She's an absolute sweetheart, and yeah, just really pleased to see her back in New Zealand, and trial like that was exciting.